Please someone mention in chat if you can hear me. Oops, there we go. Let me know if you can hear me. Sweet, thank you. Let's move this so I can see. I've always said one day I'm going to mount a monitor above my break table, and then I've never done it. Okay. Let's put my keyboard there, my mouse there. And we'll keep that there. Actually, move this. Okay. There's my pen. Of course, as soon as my dog hears me talking in here, he wants to come in. Okay, so thanks for picking up a mixer spot. There's no name next to it though. So whoever that was. All right, so we have to do a random still. We're starting out with the one break that's full. We have two other breaks that are really close. The basketball mixer, I think, is 6 spots, and I believe there was 4 spots, I think maybe down to 3 now on the other Bowman mixer. We'll open these first for the player random. Did have a little snafu with that where I oversold the spots. I don't know how I did the math wrong on how many spots there were in that. So I'm going to lose money on that break, but maybe. It was pretty tight margin. I'm definitely not going to make anything after shipping, but you know, mistakes happen. So we need to get that. There goes another basketball spot. So we need to get the player random done, and then we'll leave a little time. I don't know how I'm going to display all the names. We'll probably just scroll through, and then you'll have to maybe take screenshots, look for your name. I'm going to randomize the player names. Sorry, the spot holder names, like usual. And then we'll scroll through kind of slowly, and you can take a look at who you have, and we'll give a few minutes for people to do any trades. So welcome, glad to see everyone here. Let's start out with random. Let me see if I can get that going for you. Not that one, I want to go this one. I don't have the scroller at the bottom because it's not going to really make any sense for this right now. So where am I at? All right, yeah, let's start with this random. Is this pointed? No, that's weird. I kind of break at an angle on this table. Okay, so let me get your spot list. Here's our spot holder list. On the wrong thing. There we go. Okay. All right, we're going 3 times. So there's, for each spot purchase, there's, your name is in here in this list 10 times. So there's 250 names in the list, 250 spots in the checklist. if by some chance I missed something in the checklist and we pull that card, which I think would be, I don't think that'll happen, then we would random it. But what is this doing? All right, give me 1 second. Let me figure out my. I pay this thing every month, and I use far less than I pay for, so that's ridiculous. Give me 1 second. Let me fix this real quick. What a day. All right. We'll get this figured out real fast. So if you remember, we're rolling the dice 3 times. Actually, I'll just open a new window to fix it so I can keep this one. Let's see. 0 prepaid, but I give you guys $30 a month. So how? Whatever. I'm going to buy some credits, and then I'll deal with it later, I guess. That's stupid. Sorry we're getting such a late start here. Okay, so that's paid for. Before I try it, I'm going to reshare my screen again, so in case it starts doing it, we'll be able to see it live. So let's do that. Here we go. All right, let's try this again. Sorry, I'm not looking at chat here. Appreciate people joining in. All right, lost someone. Someone dropped. They're like, done with this. That's all right. They'll miss the excitement. What am I doing? I'm randomizing. All right. Why does this look weird over here? Oh. Okay. There we go. Now it's working. 2 rounds left. Good luck, everyone. All right. Here's our randomized list of 250 name entries. The verification code is TSXPAK. Tisks Pack. It's the new rewards pack from Panini. Okay, so we'll put those in our spreadsheet. Okay. And then we'll scroll through that. Let me share. Yeah, let's share the full size window. Okay, let me make it so you can see it. Move it over a little more. All right, so hopefully you can read that. Sorry if it's a little difficult to read. If anyone needs to know who they have, we can go through that. Let me unhighlight that. Oops. We can go, I can search your names, but probably don't want to spend a ton of time on that. So I'm going to go down one page at a time. We are at the bottom of the list. Let me start at the top here. Okay, there we go. Here's the top of the list. And yeah, if you call it a name, I can tell you who has that person. Do you happen to know? Wow, I probably could have sorted these better, but that's all right. Diane is John P. John P has that player. So let me go through the list. Let me just start back at the top and we'll go through one page at a time. So it looks like about 44 at a time. And again, if you're looking for your name or you're looking for a certain player, just tell me and I can do a search. Where are we? 45. So Eric Martin down to Jeff Grandmason. It's one thing about player breaks is it's never super easy to show the whole list, especially with a decently sized checklist like this. So that's through 88. 89, Mike Trout to Aaron Burgess down to BP 33, Eric Martin. Okay, 33, where are we? 34, De La Cruz for Furtman, down to Ariel Almonte to Jake B in BP 78. All right, next page. 79, Manuel Beltry, Michael Rogerson, down to 123, Jorge Ruiz to Kevin Martin. This will probably be the longest break, just because of the amount of time that it would take us to facilitate trades and anything like that. I will also post this list into Discord so you can search the list and see who you have. I'll give you 1 second to look at that, and I'll copy the list and put it in Discord. It will be in the CW chat room. Okay, so we'll do that now really fast. Man, I always forget to tell Ben. Okay. All right, so I do have a couple DMs. If it doesn't look like something that I need to address while I'm live, then I won't, and I'll come back to it later. Not ignoring you. If it does need to happen live, send me 4 or 5 DMs, blow me up, or tell me in chat or something that you sent me a DM, and I'll take a look. So posting into Discord. Probably gonna be too long. Let's see if it'll post without complaining. Oh, cool! It turned it into a text file, which is going to be easier for you to read anyway. Wonderful. Okay. All right. So let me just take a peek at chat. It looks like someone wiped out 4 spots, and that is empty. So we are out of the basketball break. That is full and will happen next. We'll do that one after this one. Let me move the other break into the stage. Oh, it's slower when I'm live. Where is it? There it is. There's only 2 spots left. 2 more spots in the other Bowman mixer. That's it. That should be on the stage now. Grab one or both of those spots. All right, I'm going to hide this list. If you're not in Discord, there's a bunch of people in Discord. Hopefully someone can help if I'm unable to with what teams you have. Let me hide that. We'll hide the random. And we can start breaking. I will do my best to keep everything in the right place for you on screen so that you can see it on ISO. We have full screen. Should be available to view also on YouTube. So, all right. I'm going to catch up with chat, make sure if we're looking for any trades. So we had an ask about Diane Jorge. Is that how you pronounce his name? Yeah, I love this format. I'm going to love it a whole lot less, Club, when I'm trying to, and Eric, when I'm trying to sort them later. Can I alphabetize out my owner's name? Yeah, so I'm going to try and do that real quick while we're trying to handle any trades. Yes. So yeah, Anderson, sorry about that. Oh, you weren't? I thought I got everyone. Let me double check. Hold on. You got the last spot, so I probably did, if I didn't mention you in Discord, I'm sorry. But you got bumped into the more expensive break. Let me. It's the same boxes, same format of boxes, but more expensive cards or more expensive break. Anyway, let me. 1 second. Let me create a new copy of this sheet and see if I can. I'm good at Google Sheets, except when it comes to sorting. I never really trust it. So let me see if I can get it sortable here. Oh, here we go. Yeah, this is easier than I thought. Okay, so let's double check. Like Byron Buxton to Mitchell B, Tristan Costas to Numi, and Shea Langoliers to Mitchell B. So those all need to be the same after I sort. I want to sort by. I think I need to delete that row first. Okay. Let's do a copy where we're sorted by the column C. Yeah. A to Z. Oh, that doesn't work. Yeah, I'm going to have to sort them by, because they all have numbers in them. 1 second. There's a way to do that. One second, everyone. Give me 1 second. I'll get this figured out. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, we're almost there. Almost there. Okay, that's a little better. All right, so now if I sort by this, I know you guys can't see what I'm doing. Just bear with me for 1 minute and we'll get it all figured out. All right, so what did we say? We had Mitchell, had Buxton, and someone else here. Shea Langoliers, yeah. And then Numi had whoever we said. Tristan Casas. Okay, so that's good. So I have a version here sorted by that. I'm going to make another copy of it. And this copy I will sort by the player name. It's going to be by first name. Data sort B. Okay, there we go. So now I have both. I'm going to go through one more time, sorted by your names so that you can see them. Let's do that real quick, and you can get it'll be real fast. I'm not going to spend as much time just because you should be able to see your name. Let me show that really quickly here. Let me move this sheet over. Wait, no, that it was. I think it was where I needed it. Yeah. Okay. So here we are, sorted by name. Let me scroll up. Start at the top. Give you a second to look at that while I look at chat real fast. Thanks everyone, by the way. Oh, Chippy Bill, thanks for grabbing those last two spots. I'm going to take that off the stage so it doesn't take up space. Okay. There is a whole bunch more in the shop if you look. Lots of cards and boxes and packs. So take a look in there. If you want a box of something or a pack of something, you might be able to shave a little bit off, make me an offer if it's going to make some difference on shipping if you're already in a break. Okay. I would have to check on that. The auto only players. And if we hit someone who is not on this list, which then that could be the case, then it will have to get randomed. That's a difficulty with these sometimes if there's players like that. So let me advance the list a little bit so you can see the next one. So we're down to Eric Martin. Oh. It's blurry. I should be. I mean, I can make the font a little bit bigger. Make the font a little bigger, but I'm streaming in high resolution, so it shouldn't be blurry. Hold on. Where are we? Eric Martin through Jake. Let me know if that's any better. I don't know why it would be blurry. Are you watching on YouTube or are you watching on ISO? Let me check my streaming. I'm really honestly hesitant to mess with some streaming settings, but I'm streaming at 2500 kilobits a second. It should not be blurry at all. It's a high resolution stream. I'm looking at chat and it doesn't look blurry to me. It's not super clear either though. I mean, I'm watching it on ISO. where I'm responding to your chats or reading your chats. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good call. We're a half an hour in. I'm gonna scroll through the rest of this really fast, just so you can take a shot at screenshotting. Get your finger near the print screen button, and we'll see. So there's Gary through Jeff. There's the rest of Jeff, John. Start of Kevin Martin. Got a lot of Kevin Martin ones, so let you screenshot as much of that as possible. Break Club Ben, Mike Rogerson, Mike Yoffman, Mitchell B, Numi, and we're almost at the end here. Steve and Steve. Okay. So what I'm going to do, here's my other list. My other list is sorted in a different way, so I'll be able to look up a player name pretty quickly for any hits. So we'll stop sharing that. We'll start ripping. Good luck, everyone. I'm going to set these other two boxes off to the side while we rip. And we'll rip into these. All right. I will be sleeving and top loading a lot of stuff. I'm not going to sleeve and top load everything on stream. It would take forever. We'll start with the hobby box. There's 1 guaranteed auto in the hobby and 3 in the jumbo. And let me move back over to stream so I can watch chat. Thanks for everyone who's joined in to the break and who joined in to watch. And thanks for your patience while I'm figuring out spreadsheets and the list and spot weirdness and everything else. Those of you who know me and who've been in breaks with me before, you know that I try to be as fair as possible, maybe even more than I need to. But sometimes, we make mistakes. So when I do make a mistake, I try and go as much as I can out of my way to fix it. I can't fix it in the way that everyone wants. Like I couldn't just do a break with 35 spots and 10 players each because there's not that many on the checklist. So I'm sure you've all seen Bowman by now. We'll go through these fairly quickly. So you've got base cards. These are your veterans and rookies in the front. And then you've got usually an insert. So there's a Jackson Holiday. And then you've got your first and your prospects. These are all your BP numbered cards here. I'm going to actually keep them separate. And then actually, I won't need to the way I'm sorting these. And then a couple of chrome in the back. So that's pretty much the configuration of these hobby boxes. So we'll try and make pretty quick work of this, especially now that we have 3 breaks full today. This morning we didn't. And so this was kind of a nice surprise to be able to fill them. And then, of course, as always, I'm struggling at the last minute to scramble. So we've got a refractor or something behind Kumar Rocker. So we have a green Wilbur Sanchez. I'm not going to call out every card, but if someone wants to know about what they hit, I can look up your name and we can do it at the end. Or just ask me in Discord and I can do it after. So there's our guaranteed auto. I set it up behind these. And I'm looking for some of the bigger names in the first and the chrome first. I'll call them out if we hit them. I don't know why I'm putting these in weird piles. There we go. Here's our auto. Right off the bat, it's a purple auto. And this one I will look up who that is so I can say who it is. This one is going to. Oh, okay. So this one's got to be one of the auto only spots. And we'll have to random it. At first I thought there were more player spots and ended up overselling it, and then it turns out there were more than I fixed it to be after I fixed that problem because of the auto only spots. So we're gonna have to random this one. So there's still a chance on this one for everyone to be able to hit it. So we'll come back to that at the end of the break and random it. Not even sorting cards right today. Holy cow. Peyton Graham, Kyle Harrison. This will get smoother. It'll be a lot better for the other Bowman break, which we'll do. We're going to do that third. We'll try and do them in the order they fill. So we'll be doing the basketball break next. These are our veterans. I guess I can show all the names, but we're not going to take a lot of time to pay attention to those. There's a Jacob Berry first. Sure, he'll get sleeved. There are a lot of cards in the marketplace as well. There's a Witt Jr. and a Trout in there that are available. If you see something you like, grab it or make an offer if you think it needs to be a little bit lower to pick it up. There's also in the Midwest Box Break Marketplace, there's I think almost 5,000 listings. There's tons of stuff in there. So take a look at what other people have to offer too. There's also a lot of breaks in there to get into some breaks for tomorrow night or the rest of the week. There's the Ellie De La Cruz, Randy De Jesus, Sammy Munoz. How'd everyone's weekend go? Anyone travel this weekend to see family? Or just in general for the holiday? Simon Juan, Jacob Berry, Jackson Holiday, Cole Young, Brady House. Yeah, I didn't do much. I worked a lot on the garage this weekend. I'm exhausted. And then today I didn't do much of anything. I wasn't feeling well earlier, so I kind of rested a little bit, and then was kind of got a good surprise to see a lot of spots filling today. It's Osuna and Blanco Jr. So this morning I didn't have any plans to break today, and then by this afternoon I knew I was going to be doing at least one break, and here we are with 3 full breaks. Wagner, Martin Gonzalez. I noticed in a lot of packs you'll find, maybe it's only in the jumbo, you'll find Martin, you'll find 2 different Gonzalez back to back, and they're always back to back. Might be in jumbo, I don't remember now. Seems like that would be right. Robert Hassel, Martinez, and Lee Sang. Now I'm a little annoyed about the whole there's a wonder, the auto only spots. That's going to be weighing on my mind now. Bishop, Rodriguez, Avina, but we'll random that. It's Figueroa. Man, I can't talk. Cedeno, It's not really going to change your odds of having been able to hit it. It's just going to have to be random in a different way now because I did that weirdly. If anything, it reduces the overall number of spots, so it actually increases the odds of any one spot holder being able to hit any of those autos. Brett Beatty. Same can be said about my mistake with overselling. I priced it based on 35 spots. I only sold 25 in the end. Oscar Colas, Elijah Green. So in the end, everyone's still got a pretty good deal on this break, and the 10 people who got moved are getting a better deal on the other break. Gunnar Henderson, Shea Langoliers, Henry Davis, and we've got a shimmer to 125, if I'm not mistaken. Javier Osorio to 125. Sorry, that's way off to the side there. The other Bowman break is going to happen third. The basketball break is happening right after this one, but they're all happening tonight. If any of you see my hands, let's say this pack is the cards. If you see them wandering off the camera like this, like all the way over, just shout something out in chat. Make sure I'm catching it. Sometimes I'm staring at chat and not really just staring at where the cards are. I need to pay more attention to that. I try not to do that, but that's true of any breaker. If you ever see the cards wandering off the camera, don't be afraid to say something. You paid to be in the break. It's a lauder, cross. You should always speak up about that and make sure that everything's on camera when it's opened. Tony Gwynn or Mason Wynn, whichever. R.S. Cole Young, Khalil Watson. There's an atomic. We have Fremi de Leon, and then our atomic. Should probably hold these closer. Amarion Boyd. I don't even think I've seen that name before now. I might have come across it and just not noticed. Oh, thank you, Mike. Should have called that out. I'm a little flustered today, to be honest. It'll get smoother as I just take a breath, I think. Dison and Zavala. I'll move these closer because it's going to force me to hold the cards closer. I keep forgetting. I try and hold them at my arm's length, but then they're not as in focus. There's an Otani. Kauser. Cam Collier. Axel Sanchez and Wilbur Sanchez brothers. I mean, I don't know if they're brothers. This stack is wanting to slide around. I'm going to move it so that does not happen. Thank you. Did you get auto-corrected from Furtman to German? We have some color, paper color. So that is Mark Vientos. Let me get some practice in here. Vientos is going to, whoops, I should be looking for Mark. Mark Vientos goes to Eric Martin. Rounds for Eric Martin. Christian Hernandez, Brock Jones, Austin Charles, Braylon Bishop. A few more packs, about five more packs in this first box, and then we got the big box after. Looks like we have a refractor in this one. Let's go. Let's go. Ben Scomey, Yankiel Fernandez, neon green. Yankiel for the neon green is going to Brian Richmeyer. Lubier. Perez, Ricardo Perez, and Hector Rodriguez. All of the chrome get penny sleeved. At the very least, some will get top loaded as well. And some of the paper will also get top loaded. I'll figure it out as I go through. I have a cheat sheet. Corbin Carroll. Montez and Julian. Pack feels thicker. I say that and never break, and then it turns out to be no different than the other packs. But this one does have a spotlight. So maybe it's a little different. Spotlight's maybe just a hair thicker. No, that's the same as regular inserts. Anyway, that's a Riley Green spotlight. Mervis, Spencer Jones, Blaze Jordan, and Freely Encarnacion. Oh yeah, and one more pack. Anyone else do anything crazy this weekend? Or is this it? Is this the craziest your weekend's been so far? That blue shimmer card, witnessing that getting pulled out of a pack. That's it. Young Kenzie Noel, Array Jordan Nito, De Los Santos, and Perozzo. Okay, so let's move some cards over. That is the first box. Let's break into the Jumbo now. Jumbo's going to have 3 autos. If we have more than one auto that we have to random, then we'll put all the names, all 250 spot names in, and or we'll take the original list, actually, of 25 names. It's the same. It's not really any different. And we'll random, and the top auto will go to the top person's second auto. We'll be real clear about it before we random it. Okay. Move these closer too. I know you can't. If you're not watching on YouTube, you can't see what I'm talking about, or maybe you can't anyway. Let's just pretend that we're in somebody's car doing car pulls. So these we're not gonna spend our time on all these all the paper. I'm gonna go through them really quickly. If you want, you can go back to YouTube and pause and look at every name if it makes you feel good. But I'm not gonna stop at all of them. There's a Brian Ramos top 100 atomic. That's going to Brian with a BRY is going to, where is it, Brian? That one doesn't. Okay, so this guy doesn't have a base. So it'll have to be random, it looks like. Just make sure I'm correct about that. Yep. Yeah, this one's going to have to be random. So it's not just auto-only spots. I guess there's some spots that have inserts also. So we're going to have to deal with that too. All right. So that'll get random. Got a Vargas, Young Churio, Aramis. We got a bunch more here, and then some color. Jordan Nito, Arias, Spencer Jones. William Bergola, pink, 175. It's kind of hard to see on camera that it's pink. But the William Bergola is going to Jeff Graham Mason. That's for Jeff. Congrats, Jeff. Junior Garcia, Freely, Christian Hernandez, Kamar Rocker, Jordan Lawler. Let's go there. And then Orelvis Martinez. I'll have to see what we pull out of basketball, too, next. Some base. We got a couple inserts in a row. Brett Beatty, Jackson Holiday. Our upside down parallels. Brian Acuna, Peroza, Tavares, Jason Churio, Zach Nito, and then Nick Gonzalez in the insert in the back. Hey, No Flow. No Flow, what do you have filling? Are you breaking tomorrow? When you breaking this week? And what do you have open? There's a Corbin Carroll. There's our first auto. And it's a pretty nice one. See who that goes to. Don't be an auto only spot. It's not. Another one for Brian Richmeyer. And it's a blue lunar to 150. Tamar Johnson. Come on, focus. Let's go. For Richmeyer. Congrats, Richmeyer. Try to put as few fingerprints as possible on that. Well done, sir. All right, so the stuff that is going to need to be random, I'll keep separate, so I don't accidentally random this guy off. It's not focusing very well. There we go. That's better. Tamar Johnson for Brian. Congrats, Brian. Very nice hit. Since I'm going to pile these up, I need to put this in a penny sleeve at least. Okay. All right, the rest of that pack, we didn't finish it yet. Jordan Walker on the insert. Bunch of paper. We've got some color here. There's another Tamar base paper. Gabriel Martinez, Alex Ramirez, Juan Olmos, someone hiding behind you, Ruben Santana, and then Yankiel Fernandez on the collar and Brennan Davis insert. Yankiel is Brian again. I didn't think Brian bought that many spots. Congrats, Brian. Nice color there. I don't know why I penny sleeve that right now. I wasn't going to, but Brian Richmeyer with the hits today. Matt McLean, Sedan, nothing too crazy exciting. Osorio, Rojas, Montesino, Peyton Graham, Kyle Harrison, and an insert for Khalil Watson. Move this stack because it's going to get too tall. The table I use is a card table. It's like a folding card table. I never got a super sturdy one, and it's got a tiny bit of a lean to it. So if I let a stack get too tall, then I get worried about it. Better safe than sorry, I guess. Who's this guy? Lazaro Montes. Ellie De La Cruz on the inserts. Some upside downers. Jason, Young, Clifford, Bowen, Ronnie Simon. Insert of Ellie. Slam my hand into the other table. Got some color and an autograph. Let's get through some paper real fast. And the rest of the chrome and last insert, and then we'll look at those. In the chrome, we have Gutierrez, Trey Sweeney, Randy De Jesus, Luis Garcia, and Kenny Cordona, whatever. Trey Sweeney again on the insert. Color, we have Vinny Pasquantino. Anyway, that's for Kevin Martin. Number to 150. Congrats, Kevin. And then our auto, seen a couple of these. Nelson Rada. Nelson Rada is going to Brian again. Wow, Brian. Is Brian in here? Is he just going to find out later? Brian's picking up all the spots. I'm just going to have to walk his mail day over with armed guards or something. Someone's on fire today. Keep having a look up at the screen to make sure that I'm keeping the cards on there. It's a little harder with ISO. You got a little less space. There's a Gunner, Mejia. A little less space that you got to stay inside. There's a Xavier Isaac. We got some color coming up. Chrome, we have Yulber Herrera, Jet Williams, Chase DeLauder, Henry Davis, and an insert for Oscar Colas. And then our purple is a Chase DeLauder. Chase DeLauder for Brian Richmeyer. I haven't even looked at it. I'm just kidding. Kevin Martin. Wouldn't that be funny, though? That's for Kevin Martin. Purple Chase DeLauder to 250. Well, there was an auto that needs to get random still. So Brian has not hit that yet. Yes, purple. I like the purple. I like all the color, but some of my favorite, honestly, are the orange. They just really pop. The orange and red really pop. Like, I like them more than gold. There's a Julio. If I were buying just for the aesthetics, that's what I would like the most. Uh-oh. What do we have here? Set that aside for a sec. There's a Von Grissom insert. Trey Sweeney. Junior Caminero. Did you saw it? Chrome, we have Marian Boyd, Gabriel Gonzalez, Edouard Julian, Ricardo Perez, Frederick Benscombe, and an insert of Daniel Espino. And on to the next pack. There's nothing else to see out of that pack. Unless you want to see whatever this was. I know Mike's in here. Mike Rogerson. Even though your name's not Brian Richmeyer, we pulled an auto for you. Ellie De La Cruz to 99, 59 out of 99. Very nice. We're hitting some decent stuff tonight. It's a beautiful card to 99, Ellie. Congrats. I'll get real photos of these tonight at some point. Right? I know. But like I said, we're just going to pretend that he did. And it worked out. So, worked anyway. I just need to do that for all my personal stuff. I'll just pretend I'm Mike ripping in his car. And then apparently that seems to do okay. Jackson Churio, Simon Wan. Topps cruel joke on us, putting a bunch of cards upside down. I don't know why they do that. There's no logical reason that I could ever imagine. There they are, the Gonzalez's back-to-back Gonzalez Mariners. There's no logical reason that I could ever come up with in my head that makes sense for putting cards upside down, except for ones that are like some special insert or parallel. Those I understand. That I like. Arroyo, Lubier, Perozzo, Jordan, Montez, and an insert for Roderick Arias. I don't know why any card company does that though. Just it's confounding to me. Let me move some cards over. 3 packs left, and we pulled 3 autos. We pulled 3 autos, so in theory we don't have any more autos coming out. But I feel like we have some colors still that we're due. We'll see. Yeah, let's see what how that does on ISO. Put on auction, see what happens. There's a Rada Invicta. I like the Invicta, except for storing. They're 5 times thicker than any other card. Anyway, I will call out the Rada. Who had Rada? Nelson Rada. Was that another one that was like inserts and stuff only? Hold on. I don't know how to use computers. 1 second. Oh, Nelson Rada is Brian Richmeyer. Of course it is. There's a Jacob Berry paper. Jackson Holiday. There's a Drew Jones. I will pull that out. I mean, they're all going to be in great condition anyway, but I'll pull it out anyway just to make it feel better. Who had Drew Jones, by the way? Just take a look. Drew with a U is Eric Martin has Drew Jones. There's Ariel Almonte, Mejia, Louis Angel Acuna, and Spencer Jones. Spencer Jones, too, I'll pull out right now. And then Yorni De Los Santos and an insert for Jet Williams. And then Spencer Jones is going to somebody. It's Kevin Martin. These will get. I will top load these now. They're worth taking a second to do. It's not like you get 100 of them in a box. Spencer Jones, Drew Jones, even though it's just paper. I don't know if you guys noticed. I've come across a bunch of Bowman that are like, I'm like, oh, maybe I'll grade that, and then it's off center. These actually look like they're decent centering, so that's a plus. We have 2 packs left. This is Nick. This is the player break. Nick, I don't know if you saw the message about the last 10 spots. You had one of the last 10 spots, which unfortunately was oversold in this break, which meant I have to bump those to the team break, which is a better value for what you paid, but it is also breaking tonight because that's full. So unfortunately, I had to bump those because of that mistake. Zawanda Franco. And you were one of those spots. So Apologize for that. Anthony Volpe. All right, in our Chrome we have Henry Ramos, Leandro Arias, Wilber Sanchez, Deson Fryami De Leon, and then Emmanuel Rodriguez on the insert. Last pack of this break. Then we have 2 cards that we have to random because I made weird with checklists, and so we'll get that fixed with a random at the end here on those last 2 cards. It's Michael Harris Jr. Sometimes I do that. I say junior even though it says the second. Same thing. Same. I'm willing to debate it. There's a gunner. There's another Tamar spotlight on that one. Jordan Lawler insert. Well, maybe we didn't have more color. No, we do. Okay. We do have one more color in this one. Nothing huge. And then our Chromes, we have a Cam Collier, Max Muncy, Austin Charles, Axel Sanchez. Our color is Moises Ballesteros. And then our insert is Zach Bean. Moises Ballesteros is going out to Jeff Graham Mason. So let's double check these 2. We have 2 cards that I have set aside for randoming. I'm going to triple check before I random off someone's card that was supposed to get it. The Ramos I double checked already. I'm just going to do one more look. It's not on the base checklist. Brian, Bryan. There is no Brian Ramos on the checklist, so we got to random that. And then Caden Donna. I'm just going to do a search. D-A-N-A. Nowhere in our checklist, in our spot list. So both of these need to get random. The way we'll do it is we'll do a random with everyone's name. If you had a spot, your name is in there once in the list. If you had purchased more than one spot, then your name will be in there more than one time. And then whoever has the top spot is going to get the autograph. And then the second spot will get the Brian Ramos. So let's do that now. Go over here. I have DMs. Okay, I'll look at that later. All right, let's pull up this random. Chrome ISO size, that's the one. All right, let's do a new one for these. So anyone in this break can end up with one of these 2 cards because of the way. The next break will be a lot smoother. There is nothing crazy, I don't think, in that. Except I do have to go through and put together the checklist because it filled a little late, but we'll get there. Okay, so this is non-spot. I put a distinct name in there, so if you forget the code that came up, you can always go back and look. Let me find my original list here. Sheet 1. Right. Yeah, okay. All right, so here's our 25 names. Okay, 25. And then we're going to roll the dice. Again, the top spot's going to get that auto. The second spot will get that atomic insert. So we're going 7 times. Good luck, everyone. Let's go. It's crazy. I paid like $30 a month for unlimited randoms. and I used hardly any. And then they have like a separate billing. It's the way I have it configured wrong. I'm sure it's my fault, but still, like, it's just dumb. I think they owe me like $150. I need to go back and get some refunds for everything I didn't use. Anyway, Michael Rogerson takes the auto. Where's my notepad that I keep handy? And then guess who's getting the atomic? Brian. Okay. Congrats, Mike Rogerson, on the auto. The Caden Donna auto, which you can't see because the window's in the way. I showed it before, though. It's fine. And then the Brian Ramos is going to Brian Richmeyer. He's going to have a really nice mail day. All right. So we're going to step away from Bowman for a second for our next set. Let's recap this real quick. I'm not going to show all the color and everything, but we'll show the stuff that we top loaded. I just put sticky notes on those, and you just saw those a minute ago. But so we had a Drew Jones. Let me move this window out of the way. Okay, that's better. All right. So we had a Drew Jones, Spencer Jones, Chrome, and then we had our 3 autos from the jumbo box. Words are hard. Ellie De La Cruz to 99, 59 out of 99 on that one. That was a really nice one. And Nelson Rada, who also picked up an Invicta in this break. And then the Tamar Johnson to 150. 16 out of 150 on Tamar Johnson. Really, really nice autos out of that box. Okay, hold on. Did I mess that up? Let me go back. Yes, I did. Hold on. The window's still up. I didn't close it or anything. Gosh, today, what would I do without you guys? Thank you for catching that. Wow. Okay, one more. I need to put different names on these then. So we'll fix that. Yes, one more round to go. Holy moly. So first of all, no, moved the wrong thing. Hold on. Better? Okay. All right. Final round. Wow. Okay. Gary with the auto. Gary S. And Steve Wetz with the atomic. Let me fix that with a couple new post-its. Holy moly. Today has been crazy. So we have Gary Stevens. With the Caden Donna purple auto. And Brian Richmeyer did not get that one. The Brian Ramos atomic Bowman Scouts Top 100 is going to Steve Wetz. Okay. Jeez. Today. The next breaks will go a little smoother. I'm sure of that. They have to. It's kind of hard to top. Anyway, let me show our random code for that was IKSQHW. That's how you pronounce that. It's Native American, I think. Anyway, all right. Let's move all these over. I will get the what I need to get top loaded and sleeves and etc. But not right this moment. We'll do that later. And we're going to move into right now. We're going to move into our basketball break. We have 13 boxes. 10 of them are blasters. Let me get rid of this window. No, it's not just you. Again, once again, you know, if you see something, say something. Always good to point it out because worst case, what? You're wrong. No one's going to remember tomorrow, right? If you mistakenly say something. But best case, you catch something like that, and we get the cards to the right people. So I appreciate that. Okay, let's get a new thing of penny sleeves open. We'll get the basketball up. I need to get all the names in, so it's going to take me a minute. If you need to go to the bathroom or get something to drink, it's a good time to do it. This shouldn't take too long. I don't want to make any mistakes, so I'm going to try not to go super duper fast on it. But I appreciate your patience. Let's see here. So it's going to take me just a minute. I got to get everyone's name in here in the spreadsheet. That's one problem when they fill like last minute. You know, these filled while we were in the middle of the last break. I couldn't do this during the last break, so that's all right though. We'll get it pretty quickly. So this one is hoops and prism, mostly prism, with just an extra box in there of hoops. Okay, let me get all the names in here properly. Let's reset that, reset that, and delete those. And we'll get all these names. Take a hot minute here to do. So, sort by. Okay. This one will have the scrolling list, and the next break will have the scrolling list too. For that reason, I abbreviate people's names. So don't worry if you only see part of your name. There's a reason for that. I think that's a bigger font size so I can read it. Okay. Oops. You buy multiple spots, it makes this part easier for me. So thanks to those who did that. Someone's in here just as Josh. I'll be able to look back at the number or at the order to make sure I get it to the right person, but that's fine. So if we have multiple Joshes, don't worry. Oh, I thought I got a DM. It's not. We're getting there. MBB in first spot. Midwest always helping support the other breakers. You have the last letter of your name. Oh, you got 3 spots. All right. Then I just got to count them and make sure I get the right number when I'm done here. Wait, what? Oh, yeah, okay. Mark B, Tom. I see at least one new name in here. We're almost done. Mike, your name is going to be in here as Mike McGee. Anthony Presti. Just give me Anthony P for now. Keith. And then we have James Crane for 4 spots. So that should be, we're missing one. Where are we missing? All right, well, I'm missing one. I need to double check on my list. Give me 1 second. I'll work backwards. James for 4, Keith for 1, Anthony 1, Mike for 1. Keith, Anthony, Mike. Chris for 1, Mike B for 1. That's who I'm missing, Mike Baldwin. If your name is Mike Baldwin and you're watching right now, please forgive me for forgetting you. Okay, now we're good. We've got our proper list. And then somehow I don't have a team list. Give me 1 second here. Nope, that's not the right one. Almost there. Oh, I know why. Okay. Oh, here we go. Okay. Wow, that took a second. I'll grab my teams, and then we're going. I thought I had a template file with them, and I could not find it. Okay. I just need to clean up my sheet really fast, and then we're good to go. Then we can random. Final, that's our teams. And, okay. All right, so I've got my list of names here. We'll randomize the names. We'll put them next to the teams, and then we will start breaking. Let's go back over here. We'll set up our random. Connection closed. What? Up. I didn't lose you guys, did I? Okay, good. Okay. Hey, thanks, B Squared, for joining in. We'll get you in the random team break in a little bit here. Okay, yeah, we're running a little behind. Had some snafus. Let's get this random done. And then I'll grab the boxes. We'll facilitate any possible trades that need to happen. Let's do a new giveaway here. Yeah. Pay as you go. And we'll get the trades happening. So we've got 30 entries here for the 30 spot holders. This is going to be the Prism and Hoops random. You don't spell Prism that way. Okay. As always, we'll random the spot holder names. We're not going to random the team names. It makes it easier. I don't think it changes the odds really. It's all random still. I don't know why this is taking forever, but we'll sit and watch it, I guess. Had a connection issue before. I don't know why. What's going on now? If my VPN got turned on or anything like that. No, it's not. VPN's not on. That shouldn't slow us down. Yeah, we'll yeah, worst case, you can come back and watch a recap too. I'll be on for a little while still as well. I don't know why this is taking forever to roll the dice. We'll give it a minute. And then we may have to try it again if it doesn't kick in. But yeah, as I was saying, we randomize the spot holder names. That way the team names stay in an alphabetical order. It makes it a lot easier for me for sorting, also for figuring out who to call out for hit when we get a big hit. Didn't really work that way as easily on the last break with the player break. We had to do a little more finagling to get that to work, but it'll work here. Put a note card over on the other breaks so that I keep them separate. We'll give that about 10 more seconds. If that does not kick in, then I will start it over. We'll just do a fresh start on that. All right, I'm calling it. That's not going to work. Let's try it again. Let's refresh. It's just completely stalled. I don't know. Maybe random.org is down. Oh, there we go. Okay, let's try it again. Prism and Hoops team random. Here's our 30 entries. Let's try and roll the dice again. Something wrong with random.org? Apparently. It's one of those days, folks. Let me grab some boxes here. There's 10. Oh, my box on the shelf here. All right, good. Random.org finally worked. Here we go. Random.org. You just have to finish working the rest of the night. Pretty please. Let's do the random all the number of times we're supposed to. Good luck, everyone. All right, here's our list from Tim at the top to James H at the bottom. We got 2 James in this. The verification code is Zergifu. If you don't know how to spell it, it's ZRGEF and W at the end. Zergifu is how you pronounce that if it ever comes up in conversation. So let's throw that in our spreadsheet. I'll share the spreadsheet, and then we'll get this show on the road. I don't know why I have that colored. Oh, because I copied this from somewhere else. And that was showing that those were all shipped. That's why. Okay, and I need to clear these out so they're not confusing later. Cool. All right, let's share this list out to you. Let me hide this one and show the other one. 1 second. And, oops, wrong one. Keep moving the wrong window. Let me make that a little bigger so you can see it. Should be a little easier to read now. There should be a scrolling list too. I'm going to show this just for 1 second, and then we'll show the scrolling list. So there's your list. You can ignore that third column. That's what I paste into, and then I have some auto formatting that it does for me. Let me get the scrolling list up on the screen, and then we will get moving here. Okay, I'm going to lock these since I keep accidentally moving them. Let's hide that. Let's get our scroll going. Oh, I got to paste the scroll in there 1 second. That would be helpful. Let's see. Scroll text. Okay. All right, so there's no text, which means that it's too long. There's something too long on there. Let's cut out my CW breaks off there. Nope, still too long. That's always fun. Give me 1 sec. I'm going to have to shorten a couple of names here. Right, James H. As soon as the scroller starts working, then I'll stop messing with it. Normally, I just have to shorten a couple. There we go. Okay, so Jeff, your name's going to be in here as Jeff G and Jeff Graham Mason. There's our scrolling list. Hopefully that looks okay to everyone on the screen. All right, James C says he'll trade all 4 of his teams for Magic or Thunder. Let's see, who has Magic and Thunder? Nice, Caleb, you got your PC. That's awesome. What just fell down? Oh, some boxes. It's fine. Blaster boxes just moving on their own like they do. Who do you want, Magic or Thunder? So you got, you're looking for Josh, who carries no last name in ISO, or Spencer W. That's who you want to trade with if either of them are in chat. Yeah, we'll give it a minute. We have 18 people in chat. I imagine some of the people in chat are not in the break. We're gonna start opening hoops. We'll start opening this box of hoops. It's probably gonna be honestly the least. It's kind of puffy. It's a little fat. I wonder what's in there. It's probably the least exciting of everything in here. To be honest with you, I just wanted to make the price point an even $20, and And I had some extra hoops boxes, so I figured I'll throw it in there and get some more cards, and maybe there will be some fire in here. Who knows? Obviously, at this price point, these are retail boxes. I cannot get the last 2 packs. See, it looks like I got, look at this big old stack. It looks like I got all the packs out, but there's still 2 in here. Hiding out. Okay. All right. So what I did is I've got these shopping bags, which make it really easy for me to get rid of all the loose packs from the last break. So my trash can doesn't overflow and create a problem. If we have any trades, we got Jazz available, it looks like. We'll give it another minute. We're running a little behind, so we'll try and be kind of quick. Yeah, Hoops does have a couple of fun inserts every year. So just a tip, if you're looking to trade, you say you have Jazz available, that means you probably don't care too much what team you get. But always good to like mention a team someone has and like see if they're available, because some people, like when I'm in a break, a lot of times I don't trade unless someone goes, oh, I want the Cubs, and I'm like, oh, I have the Cubs, yeah, I'll trade that. But if they're like, oh, I've got the Diamondbacks, then I don't want them, like maybe last year, not this year. Then I'd be like, well, I don't care. I'll just keep whatever teams I got. Anyway, I don't see anything happening here, so I'm going to start ripping into these. Let's get it started. We've got, we're a little behind. We're like an hour and a half into where I thought we would be right now. If there's a last second trade, we can call it out, but otherwise, let's move these over. Otherwise, we'll dive in here. For those with audio off, I'm just going to say in chat the trades are closed. Sometimes people are watching multiple things and you only have audio on one, or you're watching at work or whatever. Okay, good luck, everyone. As always, if there's anything weird, something goes off camera, I forget to do the last push of the button on a random, or get it wrong when I call out who got a hit, just say something. Or if the screen's too blurry or something, I can't do a whole lot about the focus. I try, but anyway, these are what the cards look like. You have your base here, your upside down versions, and then your retail is going to have some purples in it. We'll be looking for any of the big names. I'll try and remember who we're looking for in here. These are 22-23. So we have a Bradley Beal purple. That's what those look like. They're the same as the base, except they're purple border and the name's a little harder to read. We'll go through these a little bit quicker, and then we'll get into the Prism. We have a lot to open in here. These are all upside down. Here's one insert. Almost dropped those. Milton Williams, Bagley, Josh Christopher. Let me make it so that you can read them. And I'll just read them off the screen if I can't read it. Jabari Smith Jr. insert. Let's do it this way. And then we have a purple Trevor Keels. Make these easier to not knock over. Make sure this isn't something I got to respond to real quick. Sorry, I got a message here. Nope. It's about some shipping or something. Nothing I have to look at now. Can everyone see and hear okay? Hopefully everyone can. I don't believe that would have changed since the last break, so. We got Bane. Rudy Gobert. He's always hot, right? Paul George. This is one of the ones I like. This is a sky view, but this is there's a little tiny corner ding on this one at the top left. You can see. But this is a like a foil parallel of the sky view. So you have the normal one. It's a little like a matte finish. And that one's got a nice foil finish, sky view. Looks like this could be an auto. Let's look at that in a sec. Joel Embiid, frequent flyers. This looks like a little bit like the '90s. Might have been Don Russ blueprints. I forget who made them, but there were these blueprint cards that were the same kind of color and hue. Anyway, yeah, we have an auto. There's no auto guaranteed in the Hoops retail box, but there's one early in this one. That's for the Cavaliers. Robin Lopez for the Cavaliers, which is, if I can pull my list up, the Cavaliers is James H. Congrats, James H. with the auto early in the break. Robin Lopez. It's not a bad way to start it out. Not like the best auto, but to hit an auto where one's not guaranteed is always a good sign. Here's one of the inserts of Dwayne Wade. And then we've got Koloko, rookie. And a frequent flyers, Darius Garland. You guys got quiet. I assume there's there's few people left, and we've got the poker stuff going on tonight too. See, Panini does it to us too with these upside down cards. No logical sense for that to happen. There's no reason for it. Arriving now. These look really good when they're foil too. This one's not. Mark Williams. Starting to drift off to the right a little. I'll try and keep it. The whole pack is upside down except for the last card. There's the Greek Freak. Zion insert. So these are like a retro insert. And then arriving now of Chet Holmgren. So there's one of the names that we like. We'll top load Chet. Why not? Yeah, the glare's kind of hard in here sometimes. I have actual studio lights. They're not set up right now because they take up so much room in here. And I have to have a little bit of time ahead of time to do it. And these breaks filled like last minute. So I didn't really get them set up. And I honestly haven't for a while. So I'll try and keep the glare off. There's an Allen Iverson insert. The hard part too is like I can't, if I'm holding them directly at the camera, I can't see them. I need to just put a camera on my forehead, and then you'll see what I see. Anthony Davis sky view. So there's the difference. If you wanted to see the foil, you can tell the difference in the foil. That Chet Holmgren, by the way, is Oklahoma City Thunder, which is Spencer Witt. Yeah, we'll try and reduce the glare as much as possible. I have to hold the cards pretty much directly facing the camera to avoid that, so we'll try and do that. and I'll have to hunch over a little bit to be able to read them. It's hard to go through them quickly and have them still be readable too. That's the other hard part. There's a Joshua Primo purple. One second. I don't know why, but my hand looks dirty. I washed my hands right before. I don't know if I hit something that rubbed off on the marker or something. It's nothing rubbing off. I don't know. There's just make sure there was nothing that's going to get on any cards. And this should be fine. Sorry, I got to look at these again. There's an Anthony Edwards insert. Vince Williams. I like these. These are a fun insert. Not super rare or anything necessarily, but they're just a fun insert. They're like postcards. The little stamp on the back. All right. We'll go through these a little quicker. We're going to make some good time on this break. And I'm fairly certain that nobody's itching to see every single base card. We'll try and catch things like this Benchero for the Magic, who I already forgot who had Magic. Magic was Josh. Josh with no last name has Magic. So base Benchero for Josh. Karis LeVert, purple. We got a LaMelo Ball insert. Drew Holiday. Smart. I'm just trying to read these names, not out loud necessarily. John Morant. Should go back and look and see if he's got a gun in his photo on that. There's a Chet Holmgren base. Pure Players, LaMelo Ball. I don't know if he'll necessarily get a top load, but Chet will. Base rookie, Chet Holmgren for the Thunder. Guys are real quiet now. We had a little more chatter during Bowman, but I don't know if you guys can hear my wife in the background playing with the dogs. She's crazy. Our purple in this one is D'Angelo Russell. Ah, yes. Well, you can always come back and rewatch this. You can't go back and replay the poker game. There's a Luka. Oh, and there was another insert behind it. Luka will get a penny sleeve at the very least. Here's Sochan arriving now. I'm sure he'll get a penny sleeve too, but trying to save time during the break real quick so we can get through it and get back onto our Bowman as well. Move this stack over. I was in a few of the poker games, but I stopped doing them because I ended up not having a lot of time to play, and I'd be trying to play during other stuff, like not just watching breaks or anything, but like while I was working or doing something that it really needed a lot of my attention, and then I would miss what I was supposed to be doing. Here's one, Derrick Rose, 54 out of 59 for the Knicks. The Knicks is James C. So you didn't get to trade away for the teams that you wanted, but you hit a Derrick Rose to 59, so that's not too horrible. So I kind of stopped playing in the poker games because of that. Because then I would just make every round take a little longer for everyone else. Meanwhile, I'm not winning anyway. So, yeah. I like those. I forget what that pattern is called. There's a LaMelo ball. Anthony Davis, insert. Dyson Daniels, upside down. Kyle Lowry with the purple parallel. Yeah, I appreciate that you're here even while you're playing poker. The more the merrier. Also, you get points towards like the leaderboard in ISO for whatever that gets you. I know there's been contests going on, so it's always worth joining in and watching the breaks. Even if you're not chatting, you do get more points if you do chat. So if you're sitting there watching and you're quiet, just chat, say something. You get points towards the leaderboard, which can earn you, get you some prizes in random drawings and however that works each month or whatever. I'm not going to try and pretend to know the details off the top of my head, so I won't try and quote them right now. There's a Jaden Ivey insert, Scotty Barnes, and a Skyview Giannis. Man, I don't know. I'm liking Celtics, to be honest. But I heard Buckets didn't play super well in the last game. Until the very end of the game, I guess. I didn't get a chance to watch. I haven't watched any of it, to be honest. I've just been so busy. Chris Paul on an insert. And then one of these dudes for Tyson Daniels. Dyson Daniels. Yeah. I don't think I necessarily have a preference on who I would want to win. I don't really follow each team. Why don't we make every third card upside down? But I feel like the Celtics have good odds for me. Zion. Anthony Edwards. Skyview. Ooh, that's rough. That's not when you want that to happen. I mean, you never really want it to happen. But man, not at the beginning of this game. We have Chris Duarte, purple, and then the rest of our upside downs. Some of these are hard to read at an angle. Yeah. Can be not fun. Anyone have predictions on the score? I'm curious what everyone thinks the score would be. There's our arriving now, Blake Wesley. We got a Cade. Some upside down. Another insert. They're all out of order here. Jean Morant. It's hard to read even when I got it faced right at the camera because it's got to focus and I got to go through them quickly enough. But I will pull out anything that looks like it needs to be top loaded right away, of course. And usually you'll know it'll be like in the back. Kawhi Leonard. We got purple in this one, and everything else is upside down. And Toppin. Our purple is Jared Butler for the Jazz. All right, so that's hoops. I'm actually going to separate all the hoops out because that does it for hoops. That's all the hoops out of this break. So we'll separate all that out, except I'm going to keep the auto. Anything top load I'm going to keep out. Just penny sleeve the Skyview real quick. Okay, and we'll dive into the Prism. We're going to do the 2 retail boxes first, and then we'll dive into all these blasters. So we still got a lot to go here. We'll work through them quickly. I do feel like I can move a little faster with Prism. Just because the nature of it, the Prism cards are a little thicker than hoops. The cardstock's thicker. They're a little more durable, I should say, is what I mean. Which just means that I can throw them around. I'm just kidding. It just means that I can move a little faster and not worry about, am I going to bend a corner? That kind of thing is way, way unlikely with the thick cardstock like this. These are the kind of cards you're more worried about scratching a surface. So the thing that would slow me down on these is if I'm rubbing them together and I feel like there's the little Prism card poop, I call it. Little bits of plastic from leftover from the factory. If it's in between the cards, I try and rub that and get those off, so that they're not scratching the card behind it. Anyway, so we're gonna have a lot of these green parallels. We'll go through these fairly quickly. We'll pull out anything that looks amazing to us. Robert Williams the third, junior for the Celtics. Green. I'm not going to call it every green. It'll take us forever. I think there's a lot of greens in these, so I'd have to be going back and forth to the list a lot. But we will, and same with inserts, but we'll call out anything bigger, any bigger cards. That's Instant Impact Wendell Moore Jr. Hey, I cross now. Welcome. Also, welcome Strubanger. It's 9 o'clock already. We're running a little behind. We got Emergent, Peyton Watson, Steve Nash. Steve Nash was a lot of fun to watch play. I always felt like he did a great job of pairing up with someone and then just really complimenting that player. So we have a silver. Silver is Trae Young. I'm going to do this. I'll put the silvers up there. That's with the Hawks. So that Trae Young silver for the Hawks is Anthony P. Yeah, Nash is just he was a really good complimenting player. I like to watch him just pair up with someone and make their game so much better. It was fun to watch. There's another Jason Tatum. Or no, I got my players mixed up. Maybe that might be the first one that we pulled. Right? Yeah, I love those like crossover rookies. Those are fun. Even if it's not the rookie, the crossover cards like that. We got another silver, Walker Kessler for the Jazz. That is for Keith AL. I forget your full name, Keith, but I had to shorten it for the list. I apologize. Walker Kessler for Keith. There we go. Keep chatting. Get some points toward the leaderboard. Joker. We got a Trae Young. His legs look super long. It's just the photo, though. Trae Young green for the Hawks again. So we got a Trae Young silver and a Trae Young green. We're starting our Trae Young rainbow tonight, just in the first retail box. And there's the base. There you go. You got 3 cards for the rainbow so far. Ousmane Dieng, Instant Impact. Now, Prism are crazy because just like Chrome, they like to slide around. So to stop and move the pile every 7 packs or something. Thought that was bent for a second. This one's upside down. Karl Anthony Towns. It's not numbered or anything. I don't know why it was upside down. Karl Anthony Towns for Timberwolves. Who else had some really interesting cards? I know there were a few players. Like you have the Michael Jordan baseball card, for example. It's collectible just because it was like Jordan playing baseball. Stephen Curry dominance. But who else? Who am I missing? There were a couple of crossover players like Bo Jackson with his football and baseball. I know we had a couple of those. Deion Sanders too, right? Is a Jalen Howell red or not numbered? Right? Okay, good. I'm not a liar. The red. This is a red wave parallel. That's for the Timberwolves. T-Wolves is Brian Richmeyer. Go figure. If you saw the last break, you'll understand what I mean. I don't know why I'm putting these inserts on top of the silvers. They don't go there. The 91 Jordan, yeah. Yeah, I remember that too. Everyone was crazy excited because his Scotty Barnes. His all his basketball cards were already a phenomenon. He was, and everything else. So there's a Dirk Nowitzki for the Mavericks. Let's move these over. So yeah, everyone, of course, they were like, well, and when you hear anyone talk about it, it's his baseball rookie, right? So it's a chance to pull a Jordan rookie from a pack without spending a whole bunch of money, even if it's baseball rookie. But it didn't end up being the same thing, obviously. Anthony Davis for the Lakers on the green. Sam Vincent, yeah, I just pulled one of those out. Someone bought a couple of them from me on Beckett. They bought two, and it took me a while. I was searching in the wrong box, but I found the other one. Instant Impact, Jalen Duren goes over here. Yeah, and it's weird. It's like there were a few cards like that actually from like 90, 89, 90 hoops, I think, or 90, 91 hoops. Mobley. Oh, there's a Jeremy Sochan. We'll top load him. There's a Jaden Ivey, green rookie for the Pistons. And Sochan for the Spurs. I think we're top loading that, right? That's for David Mast. We'll do it. I don't pay enough attention, honestly, but yeah, like people got excited about cards like that. Who were we just talking about? I don't remember now. I have to look back at chat, but people got excited about cards that were other players that just happen to have Jordan in the background and stuff too. Like people collect those just the same. Sometimes it's just cheaper. You can get a Jordan card without spending as much money. There's a Joker, Global Reach. Bowman random team is going right after the basketball. Yep. I'm going to try and get these done quickly so we're not spending forever breaking tonight. I know everyone, including myself, has to work tomorrow. Maybe not everyone. Some of you don't. There's a silver Anthony Simmons for the Trailblazers. And we said the Trailblazers was, we didn't, but it's James C. Yep, it's going to take us a little bit of time to get through these. We'll try and go kind of quickly. This is me going quickly, by the way, so set your expectations, I guess. There's a USA insert of Kyrie Irving. I believe he's the one who believes the world is flat. Is that right? I think that was right. I think it was him. I heard that and I'm like, oh man. I think I actually responded on Twitter and said some people should just be quiet and play basketball. Al Horford for the Celtics, silver. Who's got Celtics with us tonight? David Mast. Some of these prism packs can be their own challenge just to open. That's a nice one. I mean, don't get super excited, but here's a Cade Cunningham. It's a dominance, but it's a silver parallel dominance. And it's just going to go in the insert pile anyway, but I'll sleeve it. The Ryan 5,000 strikeouts? Yeah. Yeah, I have those. Of course, because I have every Nolan Ryan card, but Anthony Davis silver for the Lakers. The Lakers were David again. Maybe I don't need to call it every silver if they're going to be every 2 packs. Devin Booker dominance. Pack feels thin. You guys see there was a double Logoman Auto 101 that Panini was supposed to have sent someone as a redemption, and instead it ended up on eBay. Sold for like $20,000 or $30,000 or something. Dennis Rodman for the Pistons, silver. That's for Mike McGee. Mike McGill, that 90s skater. Last pack of this box. We got one more of these boxes to go. Desmond Bain, and we've got Emergent Dieng. Okay, so let's move these over. The rest of these we don't have to move yet. Just keep moving along. Yeah, that was always my problem with the poker. I couldn't focus. I did make it towards the end on some of the early games where I was able to actually pay attention to play, but my problem is then I want to go after the big dog, and I'll have enough money where I feel like I can risk it. Money, I mean, you know what I mean, play money, chips or whatever. And so then I'll go all in. I'll be like, oh, I've got a pair of 9s. I'm going all in. This is why I don't go to Vegas and play poker. Because I'll be like, oh, I got a pair of 9s. I'm going all in on this hand. And then I'm like, well, okay, I'm done. That's the way it goes. But it's fun, you know. You pay like $5 to get in, or some of them are free. I think tonight was a free roll for token holders, right? Karis LeVert for the Cavaliers. That was a Jaden Hardy. Karis LeVert is a silver for the Cavs. As we said, that's for James H. Anyone crushing it in the poker game? Wiseman, Kawhi Leonard, Beauchamp, and Anthony Edwards. Anyone trying to watch poker and the game and me at the same time? Tim Hardaway Jr., Mavericks, silver. At Mavericks is Tim T. I didn't even have to go look. It was right there. Shaden Sharp. Apparently he had some things to say this week, right? Was it Sharp? I'm thinking of someone else. There was some beef back and forth or something. I don't know. I get all my news from Twitter, so don't believe anything I say. Dieng, Green for Thunder. Yeah, I would like to have the game on, but there's no way I could do this and pay attention and do a good job. Koloko, rookie for the Raptors, silver. Raptors looks like Scott Matt. I cut off the rest of your name, Scott. But you're the only Scott Matt in here. There's some shiny in here, I think. Thought I saw shiny. Nope, I lied. Thought I saw something, but it's probably just the back of that card with a little color. Mathurin, instant impact. I always like Prism. What do you guys think about cards that are not licensed? These are, but in baseball, Prism is not licensed, at least for now. And I always thought that was like, everyone's like, oh, they hate on it so much because the resale value is down, but some of the nicer looking cards come out of Prism or some of the Panini products. There's a Pat Connaughton for the Bucks green. And so it's like, for me, sometimes I don't care if it's not licensed. Like, if I'm looking at Nolan Ryan or Rowdy Tellez, some of the cards I really, really like are not licensed at all, and I don't care. I might care if I try and resell them one day, but for now I don't. I wish they could all just be licensed, and then it wouldn't be a big deal. Jabari Smith Jr. Instant Impact. I don't know why I got to announce every insert, but David Robinson. There's a LaMelo Ball for the Hornets spot dominance. Yeah, I try not to dog on cards that, if I don't like it, I just won't buy it. You know what I mean? Like, what's the point of tearing down things that people like? I hate when people do that. Tim Hardaway Jr. for the Mavericks. This pile is starting to move, so I need to shift it over. Like, if you don't like a design of something, like, if you didn't pay the designer to make that design, just don't buy it. Don't worry about it. Other people like it. Or nobody likes it. But, some people just like to jump on bandwagons, too. There's a Magic Johnson insert. I gotta move these inserts. You got some people that like their bandwagons. They like to jump on them, and I don't know, they think that it's a cool thing or whatever. That'll happen. That's not everyone. Not everyone who hates on stuff is doing that. But Jabari Smith Jr. Rockets green. I think the blasters might be fairly quick. Emergent Keegan Murray. Hopefully the packs open easier. Tear my thumbs up. This is a Shaq green. Shaquille O'Neal green for the Lakers spot. That was who? Dave? Yeah, David Mass. Yeah, there's stuff that I don't like, and if someone asks me, I'll be like, yeah, it's not my thing. Or, I definitely will back for practical reasons, though. Like, there's a couple years recently where Topps mainly is the culprit. The font is not made for old dudes like me. Shy GA, where, especially if you're doing breaks and you're trying to sort, and the font is so tiny, like, it takes 3 times as long to sort something. Or even if you're not doing breaks and you're just trying to sort your own cards, there's Steph Curry. I can't stand when I can't read the font. These aren't too bad. There's a Kemba Walker for the Knicks silver. We had the Knicks for James C. There we go. I knew you could open pack. Is it Jason Tatum insert? Dominance. Yeah, we're going to be running like an hour behind with all the spreadsheet and random junk that was going on. There's a Drew Eubanks for the Trailblazers in green. Joel Embiid, dominance. We're almost done with the second retail pack, box, and then we'll dive into these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's another red wave. 10 blasters. Aaron Wiggins for the Thunder. These are red wave. They're not numbered. They're just more rare. So they're still limited, but I don't know what they're limited to. Anyway, the Thunder was Spencer Witt. Where'd the other one? Timberwolves, not Thunder. Okay. Last 2 packs from this box. Wouldn't it be nice if we had an auto in this one like we did with the hoops? So we got a Cameron Payne for the Suns silver. Suns is Tom. Just Tom. Whoever his name in ISO is just Tom. And then Benchero is going to be the Magic, which is, I know we pulled it before, just Josh. So just Tom and just Josh. We'll get Benchero and a Toppy. Last pack of this box, then we dive through some blasters. Again, remember there's another Benchero. There is a whole bunch of singles, packs, boxes, blasters available in the shop. So swipe over to the shop, or if you're on desktop, you can see on the left and you can scroll. Or go to crds.sale/ISO. That is the shortcut to get to all my cards. That'll get you there to view everything. All right, let's open some blasters. So these have ice prisms, which are really fun. I opened several of these blasters last year, and then I forgot about the ice prisms, and I had some really nice ice prisms lying around in a box that I completely forgotten that I had. So these are, just CC, there's going to be 6 packs per box, 4 cards per pack, for anyone who wasn't aware. They have the 3 ice prisms. They should have 3 ice prisms per box. We're also looking for green pulsars and penmanship and rookie penmanship autos that are not guaranteed, obviously. Otherwise, no one would ever be able to buy the blasters. They'd sell out ever quick, but we are looking for them all the same. These green I can set up there since we're not going to get any more of those, I don't think. So there's our base. Agbaji Instant Impact. There's one of the ice and a silver. Not a bad silver either. Trae Young, Tyus. So our ice, I'm not going to look up the teams on all these, but this is what they look like. These are really nice. That's a Tim Duncan. Not a bad one to hit. And then we've got another silver, and that's also not bad. Magic Johnson for the Lakers spot, which is David. Again, I'm not going to go through everyone. Stuff that's more rare than the ice or the silver. Like if we had a green pulsar, I'll look up who that is. But I'll still say the team name. There's a Ben Simmons Global Reach. So we need to make a little bit better time so that people in Bowman aren't waiting forever. There's a little bit of a line on the back of this card. There it is. You can kind of see it. Print line. This one has silver and an ice again. So our ice is Diallo for the Pistons, and our silver is Morant for the Grizzlies. I also would like to eat dinner tonight too. I haven't done that yet. Emergent Jabari Smith Jr. And make sure I have room here for everything. Okay. Last pack of this blaster. We got 9 to go. Oh, there's a green, but not a pulsar. So we have a Cameron Johnson for the Suns on the ice. And our green, it's just a regular green, I guess. So I was wrong. We are getting more of these. Vucevic for the Bulls. All right, next blaster. Gotta be a banger in here somewhere. We have a mess of recycling to do. Shaq base. I'm gonna stop mentioning all the inserts too. We had an insert like every other pack, so save a little time here. So we have a Walker Kessler ice for the Jazz, and for the Pelicans, Herbert Jones green. Oops. To reorganize if I'm going to be pulling a green every 3 packs too, or one every blaster. Tatum insert, which I said I wasn't going to call out, and then I did. What time is it where everyone's watching? I know some people are going to be on Eastern time zone like me, where it's going to be getting late here. It's like 9:20 here. Kobe White, ice, and Cameron Thomas, silver. Kobe White Bulls, Cameron Thomas Nets. 8:24. So you're an hour earlier. Okay. Anyone going to the National? It's a month and a half. Well, I guess it's 2 months away at this point. Green emergent Wendell Moore Jr. Anyone else going? I finally booked my flight. I had my tickets. I got the super VIP tickets, whatever those have in them, I forget. And booked my hotel a long time ago. There's a LeBron. I'll tell you a secret. I always top load LeBron. Because he just resells very well and everything for some reason. LeBron for the Lakers, of course. But I finally got my flight. I'm going out on a Friday, leaving back for home on a Monday. So I'm going to miss a day and a half. There's a Klay Thompson ice for the Warriors. There's a Luka for the Mavericks in green. We'll probably end up top loading Luka. Just not right this moment. So it's going to be kind of crazy. I'll get to finally meet some people in person. I've only met a few people in person from the hobby. Can you believe I haven't met Ben in person yet? I still haven't. I meant to have lunch with him when I left one job and I was taking my time getting to the next one. I was going to go drive out to Indiana and have lunch with him one day, and still haven't done it. We'll do it at the National. We'll meet up. This card's missing. This pack's missing a card. It's only got 3 cards in it. It's supposed to have 4. All right. Maybe the next one will have an extra card. That happens occasionally. Johnny Davis is the insert on that. If anyone cares. And the other base, I don't really pay a lot of attention. Nothing exciting on the base. Okay. Well, then I'll have to try and meet you out there, Cleb. I'm definitely going to make sure I try and meet people. AJ Griffin, Hawks. I'm a bit of an introvert, honestly. Vince Williams Jr. for the Grizzlies in green. But I'll break out of my shell a little bit. Last convention I went to was for work, and I had to go around and talk to people about the technology. I'm a software engineer, which means I don't talk to people very much, but I had to do that a lot. and it took a little bit to do it. I'm drifting. Let's get back centered here. Mark Williams insert. Yeah, and I don't want to miss the opportunity to meet people. There's a Luka base, Bones Highland Nuggets ice, Colin Sexton silver for the Jazz. So I'll definitely have to make sure I'm doing that, taking the time to meet people, even if it's just for a quick lunch or say hi in between stuff or whatever it is. There's a Giannis. So if you're going to the National, watch my Twitter or watch on Discord. I'll make sure and announce so I can meet up with people. There's Dennis Schroeder for the Lakers, ice, and a Tyler Harrow for the Heat. And I don't know why I focused on the Paul Pierce, but I did. All right, let's move some stuff over real fast. Those are fine. Does anyone go to any of the other shows? I know there's like Ben's had a table at a couple in Indiana. I know a few other people have too. I've had tables at a couple of their local shows. I've got a local show here that's on Wednesdays. I haven't been in a while because I haven't gone to look for anything, and I don't have anything I'm trying to sell there, so I just haven't had a good reason to want to go. But it's walking distance from my house. So when the weather's nice, like it's not too bad these days. It's definitely a possibility. Dom Wilkins for the Hawks, ice. Isaiah Mobley, rookie for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Let me just make sure and sleeve that. I don't know if I'm top loading that or not, but maybe. That was a silver for the Cavaliers, which I think was David Moss. Shipshawana. I got that on the first try. What do I win for pronouncing that correctly on the first try? Anything? I feel like I should win something. That's like if you come to Michigan and pronounce any of the cities here on the first try, I think you get a medal. I think they send you home with a medal or a trophy of some kind. Rudy Gobert, ice for the Timberwolves, and RJ Hampton for the Magic, silver. Which I don't know what I put. Oh, I shifted them up. Seriously though, look on a map of Michigan. Look at some of like Detroit's the easy one. Detroit's easy. Some of the city names are rough, man. One of them is Novi, which I later found out was supposed to be number 6, Novi, number 6, like a Roman numeral thing. I'm like, what are they doing here? But there is also Detroit and all the cities around here have a French background. That's why a lot of it, I believe. Draymond Green, Warriors on the ice, and a Jeff Green on a green Jeff Green. Next box. Sheboygan, yeah, that's some of them are at least fun. yeah, I'm sure you see like stuff about weather if you're 5 minutes south of the border. So much cardboard. You can't open a ton of cards like I do and not be into recycling the cardboard because. Pro tip though, in those 5 wide boxes, you can put a blaster this way, or well, you can put it standing up but not put the lid on. But you can put it this way as a spacer if you don't have enough cards to fill the row. The top loader boxes work really well for that too. So instead of throwing them away, or even before you recycle them, there's other uses. They're also good for shipping. The top loader boxes more than the other ones. Sengun, Lofton Jr., Coloco Raptors Ice, and a green Bouchamp rookie for, who is that, the Bucks. Inserts always throw me off and makes me think they're autos, but that might be an auto. Branham, Mullen, I don't know why I'm announcing all the base. So this one is, this is an auto. We pulled an auto out of the blasters for Champagne. That's how I say champagne anyway, so it works. Did I want to say Tim T on that? I did. 76ers for Tim T. Congrats, Tim, on that auto. Oh, there's the dog. Lucky Dog Jax wants in. I can't let him in, though, because then he just wants out right away if I don't pay attention to him. And every time I open the door, the cat tries to come in. Robert Williams III for the Celtics on the ice. James Wiseman for the Warriors, silver. Oh, yeah, the UP. Yeah. The UP has some fun names. Belle Isle is a fun place to go to. There's also Hell, Michigan, which is a bit north, if I remember. It's been a long time. Carmelo, cracked ice for the Lakers. Chris Middleton for the Bucks on the green. Almost dropped that. Don't want to drop anything. All right, we're halfway through the blasters. We've pulled one auto. Nothing numbered out of the blasters yet, but I believe there are some pink low numbered, if I'm thinking of the right thing. I don't know. I know there's some numbered. I don't know if the green pulsar are numbered. That's supposed to be the thing we're really looking for. We've hit a handful of green, but no pulsars. I do like the look of them, though, the green pulsars. Let's pull something numbered and or another auto out of this. My poor dog just hears me talking and wants to come in. Yeah, sometimes you open, like, you see people that are like, oh, I pulled the last blaster off the shelf, and I pulled a 1-of-1 Jackson or whatever, like a 1-of-1, like, huge player auto. There's a Jaren Jackson Jr. Ice for Grizzlies and a silver Jabari Walker for the Trailblazers. And then other people, sometimes some people will go and get like 7 blasters and you don't get anything good at all. It can really be hit or miss. Yeah, I sometimes don't. I find it hard to believe sometimes, but I suppose it's possible that you could pull a huge 1-of-1 auto out of a blaster, but they're supposed to be random, but you never know. Like, you also have people questioning sometimes. You got some of the bigger breakers. Sometimes people question when they have big cards, but if you watch their breaks, like, even the biggest breakers have cases that are just, like, disappointing. So, Jalen Noel, Timberwolves. Not every case can have a card number to 5, for example. Clint Capella for the Hawks, silver. So, it is what it is. You just gotta, like, the way I do it is I look at what the print runs are, and I have a spreadsheet, and I just dump all that stuff into my spreadsheet so I can figure out what the actual odds are. So if I know if I'm going to buy a hobby box or something, I know what my odds are of pulling a card out, or I'll get into, there's a Kawhi Leonard Silver Dominance for the Clippers. Or I know, like, I'll do a player break and get in Nolan Ryan on a player break. And I know what my odds are. Like, I have a pretty good idea of how many base, at least after the first break, I know how many base I might expect. And before the first break, I have a good idea if I'm looking for parallels of how likely it is that I'll hit one of those, given how many cases there are, or boxes. Kawhi Leonard, ice for the Clippers, and Julius Randle for the Knicks, green. So I always leave my mouse cursor right over the last chat thing, so I have to assume what your second word is every time. Someone had a 3-year-old pull a Gunnar Henderson auto out of Heritage Blaster today, I think. Someone in Discord. I forget who it was. And I'm like, I don't know. Is your 3-year-old actually opening the cards, or is it more of like you bought them? And I'm not trying to call anyone out. I'm not saying I don't believe it. I'm just curious, right? Like, if I had a 3-year-old, I don't know if I would let them open the cards. Maybe Big League, I would be like, yeah, have at it. But you never, like, Heritage has some possible huge hits in there. I don't know if I would let a 3-year-old open a box of that. But maybe you do, because it's supposed to be about fun anyway, right? The kid enjoys the card, even if they're chewing on it. It's their card, right? You bought it for them. So as long as they're having fun and you're enjoying it too, watching them opening it, then I don't see too much harm. Jabari Walker, Trailblazers, ice. Coloco, silver for the Raptors. We got a lot of silver, green, and ice coming out of this break. It's a good break. Retail is really good a lot of times for some of the parallel chases, so not always as good for autos and low numbered, and you're also not paying as much. I remember Prism boxes being $1,300 to $2,000 sometimes. So, and it's hard to buy some of that stuff for a break, because then the break costs so much money sometimes. Fred VanVleet for the Raptors on ice, and silver Garrison Matthews for the Rockets. Yeah, I'm sure he was excited. Like, for me, I think I would be, what I would love more than, like, an auto would be good. But what I would love more if I had a little kid opening a box is if they pulled something like that out. So, like, for a kid, I would find whatever the cheapest year in sport was, maybe. If it's a young kid who doesn't really have, like, a sport or team or anything. Stuff like Leaf Metal, like unlicensed but super shiny Spectra, get some Spectra. Man, I can imagine the kids just eating that up, loving that stuff. I would if I was a little kid. I love it as an adult. So yeah, that's super cool though. Again, not saying I was like thinking that it was faked or whatever, or judging that you're letting your kid open a box or any of that. Just curious. I was just curious. Like, do you get nervous when he's opening it? Did you see him pull that auto and be like, hey, let Dad put that in a top loader and then give it back to you real quick? Jalen Suggs, Magic, ice, and then Joel Embiid, 76ers, green. 3 more, and then we'll get back into some... What key did I just hit? Volume. Let me turn that back off. You'll start hearing Discord bleeping every 2 seconds. Then we'll get back into some Bowman right after. Way behind. I'm glad no one else was breaking tonight, man. I'd be cutting right into their time. I really don't want to sort tonight, but I probably should. That's cool. It's good too that he's like kind of learning how that works with putting it in plastic and how to protect it. That's the fun part too, collecting with the kids. Because even if you don't even if you're never going to sell it, you still want to be able to enjoy it, right? That's why people buy PSA 10s to begin with, is because, I mean, they're only worth more because people pay more. And then people pay more originally because they want them to look nice. They want to enjoy looking at them. So it's good to learn that up front. Keldon Johnson, Spurs Ice. Dennis Rodman, Silver Pistons. You got a Kobe? Cool. Is that Cade Cunningham? I don't know why every other break I've done, I have this springed arm that I have another camera on that is not in use. And every other break, you couldn't hear it. All I can hear is that spring rubbing against this box next to it. RJ Barrett Ice for the Knicks. Kelly Oubre Jr. I've never known how to say that right for the Hornets. Or maybe I always have, and I've just said it right and didn't know it. $2,000 Upper Deck Football. Yeah. Yeah, rip some of the old nostalgia stuff, especially though if you're okay with like some of it's not gonna be worth anything or much, right? But it's still fun to rip, man. I had so much fun ripping some 80s baseball, and none of it was really worth much, but it was a lot of fun to just remember like some of the cards you don't remember because they don't show up on eBay. Lou Williams for the Hawks Ice, and a green Gary Trent Jr. for the Raptors. So you kind of some of that stuff you almost have to do it that way. Go buy a box and open it um, to kind of see some of those old cards again. Ben keeps packs next to his desk, and once in a while, like he did this with Pearl. He's like, "All right, here's our Pearl pack," and he opened up this other pack off camera, and it was like it was like a 1989 Score baseball. He's like, "There's your players. Look at that." It was hilarious. Here's the difficult pack. Better be something good in here if I have to do that much work for it. Nope. What was your favorite older, like, not for money or even necessarily, well, it could be for design, but what was your favorite older, like, junk wax era kind of pack? Like from the 90s ish? I would accept early 2000s too, because there was some really cool inserts in some of those. There's a Hakeem Olajuwon for the Rockets ice and a Shaq Green. That might be our second Shaq Green, or was the other one silver? I don't remember. For the Lakers. One more blaster after this, and that's it for this break. We'll be done and moving on to more Bowman. Ben Simmons ice. Chris Boucher, Ben Simmons Nets. Chris Boucher silver for the Raptors. Sabonis insert. Skybox was super cool. Also EX. 2000, 2001 EX. Those cards were thicker than this Prism. Those were like Invicta thick and really nice looking design. Also Finest, early Finest. Finest has always been nice. But early Finest, when you were comparing to everything else that was out there, delicious. Monte Morris Wizards Ice and Miles Turner. Come on, cards, don't slide around. Miles Turner Green for the Pacers. There is one more box here. It's about to announce we were all done with the break, but there's another box. Yeah, Finest have always been beautiful cards. I'm hit or miss with like gold label these days. Last year was bad. Gold Label had a lot of flaking on the foil parts, especially the black parallel Gold Label last year. I'm glad I got a whole bunch of Nolan Ryans because some of the ones that I got were flaked and it was not good. But the autographs in Gold Label, those are wonderful. Those framed autos, not wonderful to ship, but they're nice to look at and have. I have a bunch of those. Oh, by the way, I saw and I almost bought them, but I'm on a freeze right now. I'm not buying anything for myself. So since I decided not to buy them, I'll tell you anyway. There's Joker for the Heat Ice. Oh wait, that's Nikola Jovic. That's a different one, different person still. And then Max Christie green for the Lakers rookie. What was I saying? Oh, Prism. So it's basically this, but Monopoly. The Prism Monopoly. Someone has blasters for $20 a piece, and I put them in my cart just to see. I was curious if it was going to be $4 each for shipping, which $4. I don't know how they're shipping them for $4, but great. I don't know who that was, who has them, but look in the Midwest box breaks. That is super cheap. There were 6 of them. I put all 6 in my cart. At least that's how many it let me put in there. If they're still up and you like the McDonald's, I would buy them. I almost bought them, but I'm on a freeze. I've got too many cards here. I've got to sell some stuff. There's a nice Scotty Barnes ice for the Raptors and a Marcus Smart silver for the Celtics. So I almost bought them, but I guess just look for McDonald's or something and snatch those up. But it was like after tax, it was going to be like, I think it was under $8 shipped. No, $8 for the shipping and tax total. For all 6 of them, and I really almost did it. There's a Sochan Silver Emergent. Look at the top loader. That's for the Spurs. I haven't looked at my list in a while because I've been trying to go fast. David Mast. Nice way to end the breakout with one of these. Yeah, for 6 blasters, it was going to be like $128 or something, which, again, I was real close, even though I'm on a spending freeze. I was real close to doing it, and then I'm trying to be really good, and I'm like, I had to talk myself out of it and make myself stick to my budget. Duncan Robinson, ice for the Heat, and Jalen green for the Rockets. Okay, that's everything. Let's recap this really quickly after I drop these Prism. Hold on. Try to stack them. For the record, there's what I dropped. There's the corners are all good. Those of you who have been in breaks with me, you know from experience that if I damage a card, I will embarrassingly point it out and let you know. And then I buy that card or I'll make it up somehow. I always take care of it. But it is also pretty rare that happens. So, thankfully. You can't do that too many times and actually make any money or keep any of your money that you spend. Let's recap what I've top loaded. Oh, someone's out there lighting off fireworks. I don't know why you're waiting till now to light off fireworks. Probably because it doesn't get dark till late. Probably driving my dog nuts, though. Love it when that happens. Okay, I'm not going to go through names, but I'll list off everything here, and I'll mention the teams. So we have a Sochan for the Spurs. It's an emergent holo or silver. LeBron James, just a base LeBron James for the Lakers. Banchero, instant impact. And that's for Magic, right? Yeah, Magic. And then Banchero, base for the Magic. Sochan for the Spurs, base. Chet Holmgren. These are from. Let me get the last Prism first. Actually, we had an auto from Prism, Premier Penmanship. I don't know why I said Premier, but Penmanship. Julian. That's for the 76ers. Then we had some Holmgren. We had just the two. Arriving Now. These are all hoops now. So we had for Thunder, Holmgren Arriving Now in base. And then Benchero base for Orlando Magic. And then Derrick Rose for the Knicks. That is numbered 54 out of 59 down in the corner here. And then another auto. This one's Robin Lopez for the Cavaliers. All right, that does it for hoops. We're done there. Let's move along. We have Bowman again. All right. And we can probably make fairly quick work of these. So let's get Bowman cooking. I'm going to start out with our, I need to make sure I have all the names entered. So once again, we're in a position of if you need a drink break, restroom break, probably do it now. It's going to be a couple minutes while I get these names in. So let's do that real quick. Just copy this sheet. Actually, I have a different one. Let's do that. Where is it? We'll copy this one. If you can't hear me, that's because I'm mumbling to myself, so don't mind me. Make a copy of that. I just need to move this real quick so I can stay organized. Where is it? Huh? Why is it in here? Oh, there it is. Okay, it's where I wanted it. Cool. Rename that. Okay, I need to get the right names in here. Give me a second to do that. Yeah, that's gotta be it. Okay. Just make sure I get all the right orders in place here. I want to reset that, delete that. Yeah, you were in both. Okay. 2 spots for user. Stupid spring thing is. Anyway. Alright, so Brian, what did you have? Just one of that. P. Balin P. Oh, that's okay. That's something different. Go again. Two more. I just realized one of these spots made an offer that I probably should not have accepted. Whoops. Man, that's not. That'll cut into my money a little bit. That's alright. I'll just lose money on all my breaks tonight. Probably didn't lose any on that on Prism, but who is it doing? Alright. That's okay. No, I lied. I'm just looking at the wrong one. That's why. Let me fix that. Whoops. It's probably when these breaks are numbered the same or named almost the same. All right, so that one comes out and that one comes out. Those aren't in this break. Then we had. Oh, that's the player rip one. Player rip, player rip, player rip. MBB bought a spot. Sorry for anyone just joining, or if you didn't catch what I'm doing. I am updating my list. I didn't get a chance to do it before the breaks because this filled late. It filled while we were breaking, so I'm catching up now. Take me another minute. Player. These are all player rips, and then we had team rips that sold. And Jules. Where are we? About halfway through, a little further than that. Eric Martin. I'm shortening everyone's name quite a bit so that we don't have to deal with that when I set the scroller up. So also the scroller that you're seeing right now is incorrect. I think we just have two left, right? Yeah. So Hunter and Kevin Martin. Okay, so that should leave us with 10 to go. Right. Let's see here. Where's my other break? Stomach's like, feed me. There's a player mixer. Let's copy these guys over. We got B squared and everyone else that were moved over. Sorry for anyone who's been chatting and I've missed it. I've been looking. I will look back at that in one moment. Right? I think we are missing one. We are missing one. Who are we missing? Double check. I'm going to go back through the list. Kevin for 2, Hunter for 1, Eric, Mike McGill, Eric Martin. Mike McGill, Eric Martin. And Andrew for 1, Jules for 1, Jimmy for 1. And skip all those. Oh, unless someone bought both. I don't see it though. Okay. This. And then we had Ben for 1. I'm getting close. I'm just double checking. It looks like I'm missing a person on this list, so I want to make sure I don't miss anyone. Go ask for the next one. Team Rip Mitchell. That's the one I missed, was Mitchell. Did I miss Mitchell last time too? I'll put some extra in your mail day for doing that to you. Now we're good. I'm just going to finish off this double checking the list just in case I missed something else up. You never know. You can't fix it after the break. You can, but not really. Balin, Alex P. Here's a double one for Gary. For 2 different breaks. Brian S. Oh, there you are. And then FG had 2 of each. Yeah. Okay. And then the last one should have been Mitchell again. Okay. All right, we're good. We're good. Our list is done. Okay. So let's grab our list. We'll get the random up. Catch up on chat. And then we'll get going. We'll get through these pretty quickly and get on with the evening. Let's first hide the scroll because that scroll is a lie right now. We are in Bowman Baseball, not basketball. Let's show our ISO sized randomizer. And window. I wanted to see, where'd it go? This window. Yeah. Okay. All over the place. Where do I want to go? Here. Not that one. That's the one. There we go. Okay. Not a lot to catch up on chat. That's good. What's up? What's up, Eric? You got here in time. Probably someone mentioned in Discord, which I appreciate. Yeah, you are definitely in this one. Your name should be near the bottom here. We need to double check that, right? Let me see. So the people that I had in the last one, we had Ben Berry, and sometimes I don't know the Discord names match up, but Ben Berry, Greg R, Chris Heiser, Nick S, Brian Brunkhauser, Greg Keogh, Chris Kelly, Sean Dameron, Brian Frederick, and Charles A. You had the last spot, Charles A, right? So you should show up in this list as Charles A. This is not the right one. Let me do a new giveaway. Sorry about that. This list, you're in the last spot here. So we're good there. Just want to triple check that. We should be good. Oh. Comments on block ISO block this list. Yeah. I tried to hold the cards up a little bit so they're not blocked by ISO, if I remember. Yeah. And YouTube will give you a better view, or if you're viewing ISO on desktop, you go to iso.gg on desktop, you can see it that way too, unless you're really wanting to watch on your phone. It puts a chat off to the side and the product list off to the other side. It's much more convenient that way. Anyway, let's get this going. We'll get our random started. We're going 5 times. I will click it actually 5 times. Good luck, everyone. There's our team list. We've got our spot holder list. We've got Kevin Martin down to Chris Heiser, and I didn't shorten up the bottom names. These last, the ones that are not shortened. They're not always the last because it's random now. But the ones that are less shortened, I guess, are the carryovers. Our verification code is EVVBYZ. EVBZ. No, hold on. Let me copy this again. Copy. I hit the wrong thing. Okay, EVBZ. That's our list. So we'll put this into our spreadsheet. Let's go over to, I've got so many tabs here that I don't need. Cool. And again, I copied a spreadsheet that has extra junk in it. So hold on. Let's get rid of some junk. It said reset. Why isn't that resetting? Oh, because it's, yeah. Okay. All right. Let me show that one on the screen. Forgot to make this a little bit larger so we can see it. Can we see that? Yeah. Okay. So you should be able to see that. The bottom ones, I don't know where it cuts off at the bottom, but let's say it cuts off below Rangers. So we got Rangers to Sean D, Rays to Nick S, Reds to Eric M, Red Sox to Joe S, Rockies to Eric Hayes, Royals to Gary S, Tigers and Twins to Jeff Graham Mason, White Sox to Mitchell B, who I keep forgetting, and I'm going to throw in something special for that, and Yankees to Chris Heiser. No, I never random the teams. I always just random the spot holder names. It doesn't make it. I mean, I don't believe it really makes it any more random, to be honest. But yeah, I never random the teams. So there's our team list. Take a screenshot if you need to. I'm going to hide that window so we can dive into the breaks. This up. Oops. And this over here. Okay, cool. Yeah, that could be why, Mitchell. Let me actually move this so that I can see it over here and see chat at the same time. That's much better. Okay, cool. Hey, NoFlow, welcome back. We're diving into the second Bowman break. Trades are open. We'll get all these packs out. I'm actually going to open both boxes up so we have a minute for the trades. I'm not going to take a ton of time on trades. Let me switch my trash over. We'll get these boxes open. Mets are for trade. Possibly for trade. Oh, what am I running into? What's my rolling here? Marlins are up for trade. You can trade Mets for Marlins. We can make magic happen. Brewers are for trade. Mets for Marlins. What do you think? We'll make it happen. We'll get these packs out. I won't open the packs yet. There's just a fire hazard over there of boxes. I have to clean that up before the night's over. Whoops. Keep those where you can kind of see them. We'll open up the jumbo box. All right, so what do we do? We got a pass. No trade yet. No trade happening yet unless I missed something. So we'll put these back. Yeah. There we go. All right. What are we thinking? Anything happening for trades? Can't even see those on ISO. If you don't trust me, you could always go to YouTube and see that those were still on screen. That's one reason I record the video. I stream it to YouTube, so I have an extra copy in full size in YouTube as well. All right, Mets for Marlins is a go. Got it. Mets for Marlins. E squared and Anderson. Let's get those traded. Oh, I already have this up right here. Okay. Let's do it. Mets. I have to make sure and edit the right thing here. Where are you? Oh, Mets and Marlins are right next to each other. Isn't that nice? Oh, I need the scroller on. Huh? Do that maybe. Get that scroller in place. 1 second. Hopefully. Is it going to work? No. I have to shorten somebody's name. All right. New rule. Everyone in my break has to have shorter names. Oh, that works. Just took out the @ CW breaks and it shows up. Okay, cool. Alrighty. Let's go. We got Braves for Orioles. Worth a shot. Brewers for Pirates. What are we thinking? Greg does not want any Jackson Churios at all. Oh, my stomach wants some food. I hope you guys can't hear that. It's loud. Hey, you got all of them. Give it 1 more minute. You hear my stomach growling. I'll just have to keep talking so you can hear it. All right. Confirmed heard. All right. I'm going to call it. Let's do this. There we go. Official. Breaks closed. All right, let's go. I will try to reduce glare, go quickly, call out hits, and we will penny sleeve and top load certain things after the break and a few things during the break. And we will be going through all the base really quickly. I'm not going to call out any of the inserts either unless it's someone big. If it's a decent name, I'll call it out. Otherwise, probably not so much. I'm also not going to call out every single chrome. So we're doing the hobby box first. There should be one auto guaranteed at least in here, and then we'll look for. There's a Wander Franco. Then we'll get to the jumbo second. Okay, I will try and be better about that. I'm going to try and make sure they're centered. I have the camera kind of at an angle here. Hopefully that's a little better. Thanks for calling out. I always want to make sure I keep it on camera. Like I said, it's a little harder with ISO. Trying to make sure that you got it in frame. There's a Jackson Churio. Cowser. I know you guys really want to see my hands, beautiful as they are. My hands are super messed up. Like, been doing work in the garage and not taking good care of them this week. Remember to chat as we're breaking. Talk amongst yourselves. Chat gets you extra points on the leaderboard. I don't know how the points work. Miguel Vargas. I don't even think I'm in the top 50. I used to be. I have no idea anymore. Here's my obligatory, this feels like a thick pack comment. I do one of those every break. Nothing crazy here. Looking for Barry. Oh, that could be. Yeah. I mean, I guess it could make sense, right? Like, breakers could earn a lot of points pretty easily. We have a speckle coming up. Oh, I flipped too many cards. Break's over. I flipped one too many cards. Can't undo that. We got and color. So we got a speckle. Those are the $2.99. This is 81 out of 299. A Ponte. That's for the Blue Jays going to Kevin Martin. And then we've got a Jace Young for the Tigers. That's the neon green for Jeff G. Sorry, too much my hand again. Yeah, that could be. I was looking. I was like, I thought I was in the top 50 somewhere. Oh, is it neon lunar? Or lunar green? I don't know. I thought I saw it in a checklist as a neon green or something. Happy to go back and look at some point later tonight and correct myself. Even if it's just to myself. There's a Mervis and a Cam Collier. And here's our auto. If we're going to get one auto, it might as well be a gold insert. Amador, and it's a bookend 50 out of 50. That is super blurry for the Rockies. There we go. That's a little better. So who has the Rockies? Eric Hayes. Eric Hayes with the auto to 50. Adael Amador. Congrats, Eric. I don't know much about Amador, but it's a really nice looking auto regardless. Let's open up another box of top loaders. I know we will need them. Green Lunar. So I think it might have been in Beckett's checklist in their online marketplace. where I was listening to some bunch of commons and stuff the other day. I could have sworn I saw it as like Neon Lunar or something. Maybe I listed something wrong. Anyway, that could be it. I'll have to look at the checklist again. Yiner Fernandez. I like some of the names that are a little bit less common. It's always fun to see if I would know how to pronounce them and, figure out different new names. Expand my knowledge of, outside of just the regular old names I've been used to for years. All right, we're halfway through the hobby box. We already got our auto, so I'm not expecting another auto yet. Not from the hobby box. From the jumbo, we have 3 more coming. Just not the hobby. I'm going to move these over. I'm going to move a couple things around. For the regular refractor, there's a regular refractor. Did those go off camera? I think they did. That's to $4.99 still. We'll hit one, I'm sure. Unless that's not a regular refractor that I'm thinking of. We'll hit one to $4.99. I'm sure of it in this break. Wouldn't that be nice to have a super? It's been a while since I hit a super. This is a Jacob Berry base. There wasn't like just a 1 of 1 in something like Leaf Metal or something where they happen more frequently. It's been a while since I hit it in something like this. Or this is a Drew Jones. Ooh, that's a nice one. We have a parallel Drew Jones coming up. Atomic Drew Jones. There it goes. Atomic Drew Jones for the Diamondbacks. That's for Brian S. Congrats, Brian. That's a pretty nice hit. Cool. All right, so the hobby box is being okay for us so far. Don't mind that. I have to, when I pause, it's because I'm looking up at the camera to make sure that I'm on camera still. I gotta go figure out what to eat in a little bit here before my stomach starts yelling again. This is a Drew Jones paper. I'll top load your paper. It's not going to feel as special next to your Chrome Atomic, but we'll top load it all the same. There's another green lunar. There's a Jackson Holiday. So, Caminero. He'll get top loaded eventually. I don't know why I put paper where the chrome goes. And then a green lunar Moises Ballesteros. Am I saying that right? For the Cubbies. Cubby Bears is Chris Kelly. Yeah, I'm trying to hold them straight at the camera so I don't get as much of a glare, but sometimes, depending on the parallel and other things, it might be harder for me to read. And I have to tilt it up a little bit to read it. Like, that should be okay, right? It's a little easier to read that way. I could probably turn the camera light off. Yeah, I'm trying to. Is that another parallel? I'm trying to make sure they're pointed as much as possible straight at the camera. Not a parallel. All right, last two packs out of the hobby, and then we bust into the jumbo. There's a Gunner Spotlight. Mike McGill. My second favorite skater from the 90s. All right, let's move some cards over so they're not taking up, well, not that they're taking up space, but that they're going to topple over is my concern. Okay, now we're into our jumbo box. Here we go. Welcome, Mike. So we have 3 more autos coming, at least. Oh, I forgot about Steve Caballero. I remember having different skateboards of those guys, though. And then, of course, there's Tony Hawk. You know, everyone knows about Tony Hawk. Hold on. Who's sticking back there? There we go. Cam Collier. Got some shiny in the back, but it might just be an insert. I think it's just an insert. There's a Jacob Berry. Yeah, it's just an insert. Tamar Johnson. Yeah, everyone likes Tony Hawk. Tony Hawk figured out how to turn skating into like a very lucrative career. We have an auto. I think that's a decent name. We'll come back to it. Jackson Holiday. Our auto. We got another purple. Here, I'll show it to you first. Lisandro Rodriguez. I need to get a little bit of glare so I can trick it into focusing, hopefully. That's for the Royals spot. Purple to 250. That's for Gary Stevens. There we go. Yeah, big signature. I like it. He doesn't try and fit it all into the left 2 centimeters of the autograph space. Congrats, Gary. 104 out of 250 for your purple auto. Nice. So far, 2 of our 4 guaranteed autos are color. Not too bad. Yeah, that is pretty cool, Mike. Now I'm trying to remember which song that is. There's a gunner. We have another auto. I don't know if you saw who it is yet. I'm going to set it right there. Back-to-back autograph packs. This Division, Dayvision. A little bit of color? No, not color. Jackson Trio. All right, here's our next one. No color, but it's a refractor. 68 out of 499, Gabriel Martinez. For Kevin Martin, Blue Jays auto. Is anyone watching Ted Lasso? I'm finally got started on this season of Ted Lasso. I haven't had time to watch more than I think I'm 2 episodes in at this point, and I haven't really had time to get any further yet, but it's so good. I love it. I love how he just handles most things with so much grace. Like, you could just come at him, and he's coming back, and he's just nice. Corbin Carroll, sometimes it's warranted to not be like that, but he's always the bigger man every time. Sometimes it feels good to not be, but it's never very useful, I think. Anyway, it's a good show. I like most of the characters on there. Nice. Oh, there's like some... How did Panini glue get on my Bowman product? That's weird. Those are chromes. Season 3, yeah. I mean, they can feel a little slow, but I know it builds up. It took me a minute to get into the first season. But I also like the, if you like the lead actor in something, that can help quite a bit too. So it made it easy to like sit through. Yeah. 7 and on. All right, now I got to step up my game and get through those. There's a Frankie Alvarez spotlight. Yeah, now I'm gonna have to spend some time watching that. I don't know when I'll have time to do it, but I'll figure it out. There's Elijah Green. Let me move these over so we don't stack too high. There we go. That's crazy, Mike. We got something shiny back here. Is that Hadley? No insert or auto in the middle of that stack. Elijah Ellie. We got, I think, just a refractor. Oh, it's a lava. And behind it is this Michael Bush insert. Jace Bowen, 122 out of 399. Nice lava refractor for the Pirates. You just have to trust me it's nice because it's not coming into focus. It's for Brian Frederick. Yeah, I do like the lavas. Sometimes you just have to let it catch up. That's all right. If it was a one of one, maybe we'd spend another minute on it. But yeah, Adley, Corbin, Joey Votto. Sorry, I just wanted to get randomly excited about whatever the fifth card was going to be. Just keep it fun, you know? It doesn't always have to be the card that sells for a lot. There's a purple. So our purple is for the Orioles. An attempted trade to make that happen. Jules wasn't here or did not want to. 15 out of 250. Leandro Arias for Jules on the purple paper. Yeah, they're fun to look at and affordable. I do like the color lava quite a bit. I like the shimmer when they first came out too. And honestly, I try not to be this way, but I know that sometimes shimmer don't sell as well. So it tends to put me in a weird mindset about them not being as good, but they're just as good. Sometimes they're better looking, so I just got to get my head out of that thinking. There's a Drew Jones Prospects. We'll top load that in a sec. Xavier Isaac, Ellie. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. Not that. This. Dylan O'Ray. This is a refractor. This is just a regular. Sorry, I'm way over here. This is a regular no color, no lava or shimmer refractor to $4.99. So they still have these. This is 154 out of $4.99 for the Brewers spot for Greg. And then there's a Drew Jones for Diamondbacks. Yeah, whether you call it atomic or cracked ice, I don't care what you call it. Those and Mojos, like the Mojo refractors that you can get out of Leaf Metal or out of Bowman Megas, those are fun to look at too. Especially with color, when they have a nice color to them. They're a lot of fun. There's Jacob Berry paper. Caminero. Almost didn't see the bias. It was sticking in the back of the last one. Alright, honestly, I just need to move the camera over. I cannot keep my hand centered on it for some reason. Now I just need to make sure I don't overcompensate where my hand is. There's our auto. So this will be our third? Yeah, this will be our third auto for the box. Our last guaranteed auto for this jumbo. Doesn't mean we can't pull a 101 still. That's possible. We could still pull a super out of this. Not super likely. Oops, Chrome's go over here, please. Our auto is a base Nelson Rada. Angel spot, Kevin Martin with the Nelson Rada auto. Oh yeah, Kevin Martin did get the last one. So Kevin got the refractor auto, Gabriel Martinez, and he got the Nelson Rada base auto. All right, well, 2 packs left. I think I have some Barry. I might have a Barry auto, actually. I might have a blue lunar Barry auto. I think. I'll double check. I can't read cards upside down like Ben. I gotta flip them over. There's our Mariners pair, Gonzalez matchup. Jackson Holiday, Jackson Churio, Drew Jones. So we got another Drew Jones. So we got the paper, prospects, chrome, and atomic on Drew Jones. Not bad for $35 or $30, depending on if you got a deal on this break. Or 27, depending. I don't know. I don't remember who got what, but I don't think Brian got it for 27. Is that Jackson? Yeah. Jackson Holiday, Elijah Green. And we have one more. Oh, there's another Drew Jones. And we have another lunar color, not Luna, coming up here. It's Brady House with an insert behind him of Cole Young. Brady House for the Nats. And there's our Drew Jones. So let's do a quick recap on some of the more notable, slightly notable. All right. We had, let's go through them. Let's move this out of the way. And let me move this out of the way. Okay. All right. Here's a quick recap. We had, I'll have to hold them up a little, I guess. Drew Jones prospects. Thanks for joining, everyone, by the way. Drew Jones paper ×2. Drew Jones chrome. Drew Jones atomic refractor. And then we had our 4 autos. Nelson Rada base auto. Gabriel Martinez base auto. Those were both for Kevin Martin. Lisandro Rodriguez purple to 250. That's 104 out of 250 for the Royals, going to Gary S. And then we had our gold auto, Adele Amador, 50 out of 50 bookend for the Rockies, going to Eric Hayes. Thanks for showing up and chatting. I will try and get these things sorted fairly quickly. I know the player break's going to take forever. But we'll get them sorted and we'll get everything out the door as quickly as I'm able to. I don't know if I'm going to be able to ship earlier than like next weekend. It might take a while, but we'll get it done. And get everything out of the way here. And we'll see you guys later. Good luck in the rest of the breaks this week. I'll see you guys on Twitter, Discord, and in some breaks. Have a good night, y'all.